Imagine you have just achieved something incredible. You finally got that promotion you were working so hard for, your business just hit a major milestone, or people are finally starting to recognize your talent. You should be ecstatic. You should be celebrating. But when you look in the mirror, you do not feel proud. Instead, a cold, heavy feeling of dread washes over you. A dark, whispering voice in the back of your mind says, "You do not deserve this. You are not actually that smart. You just got lucky." And very soon, everyone is going to find out that you are a complete fraud. You're waiting for the moment when someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "We made a mistake. You do not belong here." If you have ever felt this paralyzing fear, I need you to listen to me very carefully. You are experiencing one of the most misunderstood psychological phenomena in the human mind: imposter syndrome. Most people believe that feeling like a fake is a sign of weakness. They think it means they actually are incompetent and that they are somehow tricking the world. But for the next 10 minutes, we are going to completely dismantle this illusion. I am going to show you exactly why imposter syndrome is not a disease, not a weakness, and definitely not a sign of failure. In fact, it's the exact opposite. We are going to explore the hidden psychology behind why high achievers constantly doubt themselves, and I am going to give you the psychological weapons to silence that inner critic and finally step into your true power without apology. To understand imposter syndrome, we first need to understand a fascinating psychological concept called the Dunning-Kruger effect. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people with low ability, low intelligence, and zero experience completely overestimate their own competence. Have you ever met someone who knows absolutely nothing about a topic but speaks with absolute, unshakable confidence? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. True idiots never suffer from imposter syndrome because they lack the basic self-awareness required to realize how much they do not know. On the flip side, as you become more intelligent, more skilled, and more experienced, your awareness expands. You start to realize just how vast and complex the world actually is. You begin to see the massive gap between what you currently know and what is left to learn. This expanding awareness is what triggers imposter syndrome. The paradox of intelligence is that the smarter you get, the more you doubt yourself. Therefore, if you are sitting there terrified that you are an imposter, take a deep breath. That fear is the ultimate psychological proof that you are actually highly competent. The imposter feeling is not a symptom of your inadequacy, it's a symptom of your growing self-awareness. So why does your brain punish you for being successful? Why does your mind attack you right when you should be celebrating? It comes down to evolutionary biology. Your brain is a survival machine, and to a survival machine, the known environment is safe and the unknown environment is dangerous. When you achieve a new level of success, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or a higher social status, you are stepping out of your comfort zone and entering uncharted territory. Your primitive brain, the amygdala, looks around at this new, unfamiliar environment and perceives it as a massive threat. It thinks, "We do not know the rules here. We might make a mistake. We might get rejected by the tribe." To protect you from this perceived danger, your brain tries to drag you back down to your old familiar level. It feeds you thoughts of self-doubt. It tells you that you are a fraud, hoping you will sabotage yourself and retreat to the safety of your comfort zone. Imposter syndrome is just your brain's misguided attempt to keep you safe from the risks of growth. The biggest trap of imposter syndrome is our fundamental misunderstanding of what expertise actually looks like. We look at successful CEOs, brilliant artists, and confident leaders, and we assume that they have everything completely figured out. We think they wake up every day with perfect clarity and zero doubt. But this is a massive lie. Behind closed doors, every single highly successful person is just making it up as they go along. No one is handed a secret manual to life. Expertise is not about knowing all the answers in advance. Expertise is simply the confidence in your own ability to figure things out when problems arise. When you compare your messy, confusing, and doubtful internal reality to everyone else's polished, filtered, and confident external appearance, you will always feel like a fraud. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's highlight reel. If you want to defeat imposter syndrome, you have to fundamentally change your relationship with the feeling of not being ready.
Most people wait for a magical moment of absolute certainty before they take action. They think, I will start that business when I finally feel like a real entrepreneur. I will ask for that raise when I finally feel like an expert. But that day will never come. Confidence does not produce action. Action produces confidence. You don't become a writer and then start writing. You start writing, and through the action, you become a writer. You have to be willing to wear the shoes before they fit. You must accept that feeling unqualified is a mandatory requirement for stepping into a larger arena. When that dark voice of doubt whispers in your ear, you must learn to detach from it. Don't argue with it. Don't try to logically prove it wrong. Simply observe the thought. Say to yourself, oh, there's my brain trying to keep me in my comfort zone again. Thank you for the warning, but we are moving forward anyway. You have to stop viewing imposter syndrome as a stop sign and start viewing it as a compass. If you are not feeling at least a little bit like an imposter, it means your goals are too small. It means you're playing it completely safe. It means you are trapped in a room where you are the smartest person, and that's exactly where your potential goes to die. You are not a fraud. You are a pioneer stepping into the unknown. The fact that you care enough to worry about being an imposter proves how deeply you value your work and your integrity. Stop apologizing for your success. Stop attributing your hard work to luck or timing. You earned your place at the table. You put in the hours, you took the risks, and you survived every bad day you have ever had. The world needs the exact unique frequency of your voice, your talents, and your perspective. Don't let the primitive biological glitch steal your destiny. It's time to look the imposter directly in the eye and smile. Acknowledge the fear, feel the dread, and then take the next step anyway. True power is not the absence of doubt. True power is the mastery of action in the presence of doubt. Walk into that room like you own it, because the brutal truth of the world is this: no one else knows what they're doing either. We are all just terrified children wearing adult clothes, trying our absolute best. Forgive yourself for not knowing everything. Forgive yourself for being a beginner. Step into the arena. The only real fraud in this world is the person who is too afraid to try. Every time you step into the unknown, your mind will try to pull you back. Accept the messy, imperfect reality of your own growth and watch your confidence skyrocket. When you stop fighting the doubt and start using it as fuel, you become unstoppable. Stop waiting for permission from a world that's too busy to even notice your hesitation. Don't let the shadow of your own potential frighten you into submission. The only difference between you and the people you admire is that they acted despite their doubts.